So the crossover has arrived. Ugh. I don't even have the right words for this. And you're going to notice that this is a longer review. Let's just get this damn thing over with. I am MegamanNG, and I welcome you to my Beast Morphers Season 2 episode review. It's finally here. Today we talk about Episode 13, Grid Connection. I'll provide a summary, as well as some of the main points. This video is probably going to be longer than my other reviews, for a good reason. And I will also say that everything that I say in this review is opinionated. You are more than welcome to disagree with me, and if you enjoyed the episode, more power to you. This is my opinion on this review, and it's pretty biased, though I may come off as pessimistic and annoying. Let's just get this over with. Keeper has arrived to deliver an omen, a warning to the Rangers. He details that a big battle will occur against the great evil, and in the end, they all will fall. Devin and the Rangers are a bit skeptical. Sorry, I'm just nervous. During a drive with Chase, a meteor comes down hard, striking Devin. It's then that they get word from the Dino Charge Rangers. Evox has struck. Evox's forces are on the attack, and they strike without mercy, stealing the Energems and taking the Rangers down. With Devin being the only Ranger remaining, he must seek aid. Lucky for him, other Rangers are ready to help. Will they help the Rangers defeat Evox and his ever-expanding army? Yeah, new episode equals new review. The episode came out yesterday, and the crossover has arrived. All the hype, all the excitement that many of us were looking forward to. And to be honest, it could have been better. Don't get me wrong, there were some things that I did like, but let's just say that my expectations for it were anything but. It continues from the last episode. Evox's forces have struck and they fight without mercy. With many of the Rangers defeated, it's up to Devin to get help to take them down. He gets the help in the form of Special Rangers, along with a very familiar face. We finally know what Evox's true plan is that has been built up over the span of 3 episodes. Designing a megazord. Not just any megazord, but one that will really bring hell not only to the main Beast Morphers universe, but every other universe. It's up to not 1, not 2, but 4 different Ranger teams to do this. As I mentioned already in the previous episode review that I did yesterday, if you've already seen it, this is Hasbro's adaptation of the crossover of Kyoryuger versus Kyoryuger versus GoBusters. And for what they did okay. The fact that this is their take is better than what TOEI has done, and it's proof. Although I am going to give this one episode a saving grace. Even though that it had been built up and it was like 22 minutes long, it's good to see the previous Rangers again. Especially one actor who I never thought we would see again. St.John. Yeah, I'm not going to lie to you. Seeing the original Mighty Morphin Red Ranger really brings a smile to my face. However, even though that this is based off their Kyoryuger versus GoBusters, before I do say it, I do want to say that it's nice seeing him again, and it's also nice seeing him again as the Red Mighty Morphin Power Ranger. Anyone who grew up with the original Mighty Morphin Power Rangers should know. I was a bit bummed that he left after Season 2, but I was happy they did bring him back in Zeo, and they brought him back again in Wild Force for Forever Red. That to me was the highlight of it all. However, I didn't mention that this is Hasbro's adaptation of Kyoryuger vs. GoBusters, and they did alright with it. And, I'm sorry, it's just that I have a lot of mixed feelings about this. What I didn't really like was that, yes, they're using the Sentai footage from the crossover movie. I don't like how the footage just excludes the Beast Morphers. You can actually tell that once Devin arrived and all that, and then Jason shows up, and then they just skip straight away. They didn't even bother doing a morph sequence from him. At least Adam in Once a Ranger, he got an updated morph sequence, and it was alright. I mean, what the hell? What the hell is wrong with these guys? I mean, the least you guys can do is let the Beast Morphers team get a chance to join the fight. But like I said, this is adapting Kyoryuger versus Go Busters. And you want to know the worst thing? They couldn't even bring much of the old cast back. They did bring some of the Dino Charge Rangers, but not everyone. Dino Charge Green, Dino Charge Pink, all 3 Dino Thunder Rangers, and the 4 Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. I know, budget constraints and all that. It felt off. Really off. And as much as I did enjoy it in some ways, I was disappointed. I was really looking forward to, and they were hyping it up that have 4 Ranger teams teaming up to take down Evox and his big army. But no, they couldn't even do that. They did bring the Beast Morphers team in, but they got wrecked. They did it for the last part of the fight with the whole megazord thing, like with the Beast X King Zord, but they got beat. They got beat in the beginning. They got smacked around by Evox. And as much as I'm happy that they brought ASJ back, what I'm not happy about was how they didn't really do much. It's like they got beat aside. And I expected better, truthfully. I'm just being pessimistic and all. This is my opinion and all, but the final battle scene in which they actually had 3 Megazords, the original Megazord, the Thundersaurus, as well as the Dino Charge Megazord, was actually pretty nice. And like I said, Devin got to join in via Beast X King Zord combination with the Dino Charge. But like I said, I feel this is just a step backwards. Hell, you can actually tell that some of the footage was spliced. Because they had like one scene where they show the Dino Charge Rangers on the left, they have the Mighty Morphin Rangers on the right on the Dino Thunder Ranger. I mean, they couldn't even keep it consistent. And I did say that some Rangers did appear in the more state, but that's mostly because they couldn't even get the actors back. And I already know that Dino Charge Green was not pretty happy with his time on Dino Charge. Not that I blame him, since I heard on Twitter that he pretty much said something really stupid and that kind of threw his career down the drain. They hyped this up to be big, but instead, in my honest opinion, I find it to be a massive letdown. I mean, I liked that it was all part of like some big story arc. A 4-episode arc that began with a crossover with Space Sheriff Gavon. It started off really strong with the arrival of Ryjack, which just set things up nicely. And it built up more and more, and I was really looking forward to this. But in the end, it all just crashed and burned. I'm not gonna lie, it's just like, it just went way down. Like I said already, and I'm gonna keep on saying it, this is an adaptation of Kyoryuger vs. Go Busters. I wish they could have done better. I really wish, to be honest, because I wish that the Beast Morpher Rangers could at least just team up with the 3 other teams, so that way they can kick butt, and that would feel like a crossover. And if you want my honest opinion, my favorite crossover team up was the 2-part Wild Force reinforcements from the future, where Wild Force and Time Force teamed up. There was no team up between Gal Ranger and Time Ranger because Gal Ranger was celebrating the 25th anniversary of Super Sentai, so they did a special Gal Ranger versus Super Sentai. And it was all like really original. It was just one of the best ever. Though there was also Forever Red having 10 Red Rangers come in and celebrating, I believe, the 10th anniversary of the franchise. I loved it. And it also treated it with respect. However, with this, I just felt lacking. And yeah, like I said, the Beast Morphers team got their butts kicked. And I'm just going to say the Go Busters. Hands down. No disrespect, but they're just the Go Busters in my opinion. I wish they got them involved, but they didn't. They got their butts kicked bad. They got their butts kicked by Goldar Maximus, which I won't lie, I love his design. They got whooped by Evox by just one blast, which as much as I like seeing Evox as a big threat, it just doesn't do much for the Rangers, and that says something. I really don't want to blame the writing, but come on. The Go Busters can hold their own. Why do you have to treat them like they're just fodder? Look, the whole crossover movie, which I've already said throughout this review, was just Toei pretty much giving Go Busters the middle finger. Hell, the whole movie was just the Kyoryugers going bad, and then halfway through the movie they turned good again, team up with 2 other Dino Ranger teams, the Zoo Ranger and Abba Rangers, and to take down the movie's big bad in an epic way. Even though Red Buster did get his chance to team up with him, all of this was just an injustice to a series that really got a lot of flack. But nowadays, Go Busters is pretty underrated. Heck, they even added an updated morphing sequence for Geki, like I mentioned already. They couldn't even do that for Jason. That's right, Jason Lee Scott, Austin St. John, and that's an injustice. And what's worse is that the crossover movie gave the Goat Busters no closure whatsoever. None. They got shafted. Even the big bad big bad boss Enter, or as I would just say Evox, was showing up ready to fight, but he ended up getting his butt kicked by the upcoming team at the time, the Kyoryugers. I do apologize for my ranting, but honestly, this is how I feel. I feel that was just a big slap in the face, and I shouldn't be comparing it to the Sentai, but I honestly expected better. I really did. I really did like the design of Evox's Zord, which was really cool. A 6-headed beast, and then it took 3 Megazords to take him down. Now that's what I call a true threat. I'm not going to lie, that is one of the things that I did enjoy aside from ASJ reappearing again. However, the only thing that I hope is that the rest of this series delivers, because this is the one episode I felt that was not that great. As much as I respect Austin St. John, I respect him as an individual and as an actor. I always loved watching him growing up when I was watching Power Rangers when I was a little boy. But as far as this crossover is concerned, he deserved better. Hell, this entire thing should have been a 2-parter at least, because it would have at least made it more better, and that would give the Beast Morphers team more time to shine. Hell, I have already said it. The Beast Morphers Rangers, they deserved better. A lot better. Overall, this episode was acceptable, and I'm just being outright generous, because all the hype that was built up for this led to a massive letdown, and the ending didn't really do matters either. They did beat the bad guy, Evox retreated, Blaze and Roxy got blasted, and it ended with the Rangers returning back to their dimension. It was a mess. It was a complete and utter mess. I've already mentioned the return of Austin St. John was a positive for me. The team up itself was another positive, despite the fact that the Beast Morphers Rangers didn't do much, and the ending. And the ending was good. The final fight where 3 Megazords team up to take down Evox's Chimerazord, that's cool. Everything else I found to be negative. And I know you're going to say that, oh, you're just pessimistic. Well, here's the thing. After Super Mega Force, I pretty much was done with Power Rangers for 4 years. It was because of my friend Michael that got me back into Beast Morphers. I mean, he got me back into watching Power Rangers again. I've been enjoying this show thus far since Season 1 all the way to now. And I feel that, honestly, this is the weakest that this show has had. Now, this is my opinion. You can choose to disagree with me if you wish. I'm not going to judge you. But I honestly feel that this crossover was just too much hype, and it was a letdown at the end. My rating for this is a 7. And if I wanted to, I would give it a 5. Because I expected better. Don't get me wrong, Beast Morphers is still a good show. But I felt that this crossover was too overhyped, and what we got instead was just a letdown at most. I know, I'm nitpicking, but this is my opinion. And if you would like to disagree with me, be my guest. I'm not going to judge you or anything like that. I was expecting it to be good. I was expecting it to be big because it was hyped up to be massively big. Like having 4 different Ranger teams, Beast Morphers, Mighty Morphin, Dino Thunder, Dino Charge, all teaming up to defeat the big bad in this crossover. What I got instead was anything but. And I know, Sentai footage, I know, but the Beast Morphers Rangers, they deserve better than this. They deserve a lot better, honestly. Sorry, guys, for my pessimism, but it is how it is. If an episode decides to be bad, I will be brutal about it. But if it was better, like having all of them team up, have it be like reinforcement from the future, then maybe my opinion on it would change. I've never seen Dimensions in Danger, and all of that was just a big, gory, how do I put this in the right words? Like a big showing that JDF, Jason David Frank, is like too overrated. But yeah, I expected better. My rating's a 7. There are some positives, but I have some nitpicks, okay? I know some people are going to judge me because they're going to say they're going to like it. But look, if you liked it, more power to you. I'm done ranting about it. I'm more looking forward to what the next episode will be, and I'm hoping that the rest of the series does well. Because, like I said already in the previous review, the reason why these episodes keep getting better is because the writers and everybody else involved with the show know that their time is near its end. They know the writing's on the wall. They know they're going to get replaced once Dino Fury drops. So they decide to go out with a bang. Honestly, all this hype for this crossover, it ended with a whimper. Like I said, that's how it ended. Not with a bang, but with a whimper. And that's saying something. Yeah, if this is a longer review, if I wanted to, I would have been vulgar with my language, but I'm showing a bit of restraint. I know it's a kid's show and everything, but I'm an adult and I still watch Power Rangers. I feel like going back into watching the old seasons just to remind myself of how good it'd been. And even though this is the first of the Hasbro era, I wish it could have been better. This crossover deserved to be better. Why they had to adapt Kyoryuger versus Go Busters? I mean, honestly, they could have done something different like most seasons, but no, they didn't. Even Dimensions in Danger had like an original idea. And it did kind of worked, mostly, but it could have been better. Honestly, I only pray they don't disappoint, because by this point, I feel like my faith in the series is a bit in doubt. I'm only hoping the next ones do better. So yeah, that's it for this episode of review. If you enjoy it, please be sure to hit the like button. It means a lot to me. And if you don't, let me know in the comments what you think. If you like the episode, tell me. I look forward to hearing from you. And I know some people are going to disagree with my review, but remember, this is opinionated, so you are more than welcome to disagree with me if you wish. So yeah, don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and click the bell. It helps out a lot. This is MegamanNG signing off. Peace out. Let's morphing. Though I won't be saying that for much longer.